Anyway, welcome back to FTL Multiverse, still flying the Oppressor. Again, if you want to see a specific ship played, let me know which one it is in the comment section. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, they're shouting Zoltan at me, which I believe is important, so that does mean we're going to be rebel diving. I do want to upgrade cloaking as well. Here, our planet is home to a large Zoltan city whose original population has since abandoned it in favor of its new free mantis inhabitants. Land. The free mantis should welcome us, yes, because we have Freddy aboard. You land near a coastal region where you find a peacekeeper vessel waiting. Some free mantis are shouting at it, but an armed battalion of peacekeepers stand stone-faced watching them. It appears those are actually stationed in front of a huge laboratory. You don't know what the free mantis are using the factory for, but clearly it's high enough priority for the Zoltans. You have no idea what they're using it for, these pheromone-sniffing citizens. Well, guess we're not visiting the Zoltans anytime soon. So these shouldn't do anything to Zoltan Shield, right? Oh, they do. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're keeping those. Alright, you guys can go cook whatever it is you're cooking. Probably give me a... nope. Kamayari beam. Oh yeah, it's the one that just infinitely gets better, right? We might share for you as you land once again. Federation has done its savings from Zoltan. Question about the factory? Yeah, pheromones. Pheromone concoction laboratory. Here make finest pheromones. They're very addictive, sometimes crippling. Oh well, they make soldiers very strong. Here, have some, maybe bring great toughness to crew. Yeah, we're gonna sell that. Let's upgrade cloak. Oh, let's go here, here, and then there. Yeah, that should work. Take on the biggest ship to scare the smaller ones. Yep, that's how that works. Crying out loud again. No one to blame but myself for that one. Still gonna fire a missile at me though. Ooh. They're still gonna fire a missile at me just a little bit later. So that's the difference. Yeah, I think we're done shooting missiles. It's a rude thing to do anyway. You don't see me using missiles, do ya? They are a necessary evil, though. Otherwise, upgrading shields would be even more OP. And nobody would care about the engines. Contact civilians in Fremantle. The civilian ships are in worse condition than you thought. Fremantle thank you. There's little to do to save the few survivors. Give you some extra fuel for your troubles. Yay. Stations, everyone. Okay, so we're going up against whatever is over there. The weapons... Can I make both of these? I can. Going from 4.4 on the charge to 3.4. That takes a second off. That's pretty darn good. That's a lot of Zoltan ships. You arrive at the coordinates given where you find a strangely colored monk cruiser. On your screen appears a colorful robed monk, probably some prestigious prophet of sorts. Hi. So you're coming here, you have come to kill us in the name of the barbaric mantis laborers that continue to manipulate for your own gain. Truly sad, but it matters little as the great eye has promised you thou shalt not be alive much longer. Like, I don't know. How old are we? We could die of old age, I guess. Isn't murder against the monk lifestyle? Yeah, well, yes, I'm sure the great eye won't mind, and holy text can always be appended. Besides, I won't be the one killing you, my men will. Yes. Mind control! Alright, well, unfortunately for you, your Zoltan shield isn't going to do much. Okay, that hurt. A lot. How much did you explode for? 30. That wasn't 30, buddy. That was like 40. What the hell, man? So why are both of my weapons down? Oh, because I moved the Zoltan out, of course. Oh, and there's ASB, because of course there's ASB. Why wouldn't there be ASB? Okay, where is the other... You're in here, right? Yeah. Okay, that bomb is gonna go for... cloaking. Because we need cloaking right now. Nope. Okay, is there anything on board the ship? Nope. Alright, well, say your prayers, I guess. The eye never lies. You sure it was the right one? Monk cruiser explodes, sending rainbow pieces of debris flying in all directions. His being distant stops as Sultan fleets fall silent. Well, now the prophet is dead, we'll just leave, I guess. No one really cared about the free mantis other than him anyways. The Sultan jump away, bye. Have a great time. Upgrade the weapons by 1. Well, I guess it's a good... Like, what do you people call that again? Safety net? No. Advanced installation. Yeah, that can go. There you go, you look up. Good. Back to your stations. Get ready to rebel dive. Okay, if we're gonna do that... let's guarantee that we have 100% evasion. We may even get out of here before the ASB fires. I'm not sure how that goes. Good thing we have enough airlocks here, right? Alright, well. How do we get oxygen in there? It's off. Are you? How? Oh, from this room. Carry on. You heard nothing. Of course they get him on board. Why wouldn't they? Okay. We're not going for the crew kill. Again, this isn't the type of ship to do that with. We would like you guys to vacate the premises, though. If you don't mind too much. Thank you. Theocracy or Shell? Let's go Badlands. I think that's Zoltan. Theocracy sounds Zoltan-y. That or it's Rock. But Rock is red. My concern is smashing into a planet across your system, but you figure there's some sort of security system in place to prevent that, hopefully. Proceed to the Badlands. Type neutral, dominant faction, Rock Outcast. Oh, we have one of those. So it would be very unlikely Theocracy would send a renegade to do their dirty work, but perhaps you've caught word of Theocracy plots. We do not venture out of the sanctuary, so we cannot be certain if the Inquisition fleet approaches. We know as much as you do. Okay, we need to go to the store to sell off our full cargo hold. I guess we check what the laser vendor has, although it's unlikely we'll find anything better. Value point, that's it. I think that's what that's called. Or what people have come to call it. Potentially powerful laser who can be altered before. To change its damage output, more power also increases the cooldown. So it would just start dealing more damage. Me. Have a Zoltan the leader. And whatever that does. Pheromones, what does that do again? Combat boost. And potentially reduce repair speed. Is that to everyone or just Mantis? Each level of the life support systems. It doesn't say, that's the problem. I'm gonna get rid of it. We have, our crew doesn't need the pheromones to survive, and if we find another augment, we at least don't have to leave it behind. A little in the way of drones, though. That or I haven't been paying attention to them, which would make sense, because I do tend to not look at drones. Anyway, let's make the defense scrambler. Cool. Okay, that puts that out of the way. We haven't seen any defense drones yet. Well, we saw one, but it didn't shoot our weapons. We'll reject the offer. Who leveled up? Oh, piloting. Nice. Good job. Yeah, good luck trying to run though. Cool. I do want to go visit Turban. We've done this a couple of times. He gives weapons. We don't have a need for weapons. We don't have the time, I'm afraid. Autocannons! Here we go. Drones. Hellfire. Fire. Toggle drone switching fire and anti-hull. One-of-a-kind combat drone comes with a built-in missile reserve. Requires some of 3 missiles to deploy, but does not consume missiles to fire. It probably also still takes a drone part, right? Switch between combat and defense. Yeah, why not? I think it's time we say goodbye to you then. Alright, let's move our butts to Turban. And yeah, we are going to be running short on time, so I mean, it's a good thing we didn't stand guard. Nearby moon appears to have a small village of What? Stop being that rude. We're making friends, okay? We'll attack everybody who attacks us, but... Land and request aid. There you go. Pirate store. Yeah, sorry, but again, pressed for time. Again, we don't need him to be... Enter... Offer to trade instead. See what you have. Okay. We know there's a fight coming. Is there anything you want to make happen before we get into it? Before it was a grand spectacle, a giant sprawling city so tall it blocks out the sun. Massive bridges span artificial ravines with walls lined with storefronts. Half of the city seems to resemble traditional rock architecture, but many connected segments are only half complete and are seemingly cobbled together out of scrap metal. This is Turban, one of the largest centers for trade, commerce, and culture in the modern galaxy, created quite ironically from the former site of a Chrysalic church and Inquisition stronghold. You fly through the city, taking in truly just how massive it is, compared to all those much smaller outcast villages you've seen. As a newcomer and a renegade, you are welcomed warmly, and your time in the city is a pleasant one. You meet a humble Aquarian fisherman who convinced you to try a sample of some exotic octopus, an exceptionally elderly orchid chieftain who crafts dream catchers from his own twigs, and even share an awkward encounter with a very drunken ex-rebel who claims to be Admiral Vance's long-lost brother, who buys you 3 rounds of drinks before passing out. You also find a number of stores selling military use supplies with an incredibly variety of items to choose from. Another combat MK2. I think those would do more, right? Is there any way I can get to that? 30. This is this. I would like to get it, but I think you can. Might be able to still shop when the fight's over. Oh wait, no. Does this place get attacked? Okay, the store button is still here, but it could disappear any moment. Stay and try to aid your civilians. You came here to save the Federation, but what good is that if you abandon everyone else on your path in doing so? You help pull several civilians out from beneath collapsed debris, but after a missile strike almost cost you your life, you realize if you stay on the surface any longer, you'll die. Fortunately, strangely dressed rockman in one priest's clothes motions for you to follow him. Come with me quickly. We must get to the sewers. We'll be safe from the bombardments there. I think there is a fleet advance on this too, isn't there? I hope not, because we're already stressed for time. We made it here, but we still need to get to the exit. You trek through the sewers in silence with your crew, following the rockman and his lantern through the labyrinth beneath the streets. Eventually breaks the silence. You're noble to stay and help these people. There are few who would. Come not much further now until we reach the sanctuary. True to his word, only a few turns later and you arrive at the crudely constructed door, which you slide out of the way. Repugnant smell salts your senses, but you stifle the urge to gag and take a seat next to a sleeping outcast. Previous crew pay little attention, but your companion draws many nasty looks. Turns out, you're a bad omen, Argo. We warned you of your curse, and now look where we are. We should never have given you asylum. Spits a young female mantis with a blood-soaked bandana over her left eye. His insult is met by murmurs of agreement by the rest of the room, who turn their backs to Argo. In defeat, he stumbles over to where you are. So, what the hell did you do? Argo sighs and slumps back, pulling a small canteen from his belt, taking a sip. Not long ago, I was in nothing but the highest disgrace of theocracy. My father sat at a table of victors when the elders divided the Rock Crystal Empire and seized power, but he was denied a place as an elder. He warned me that the elders would not be kind to our heritage unless we continued to prove our loyalty. I served as a crystal priest for many years before I married my wife Eerie. Together we had 2 children, a son and a daughter. Both knew that neither of their lives would be easy, but we tried as hard as possible to place them in positions of security. Our son was sent to the Inquisition to be trained as a crusader, while our daughter was promised a hand in marriage with Tor, the head elder. She was but a young child at the time, but what were we to do? The rock people hated us, they saw us as exactly what we were. My daughter hated me too, and one day she simply vanished from her room and tore to palace along with her brother. He was furious, and he blamed me because he had no one else to blame. I was exiled from theocracy and abandoned by my wife, who chose to pledge herself to Tord instead. With nowhere to go, I traveled to the Badlands where I found Turban. The outcasts who lived here hated me, but I was able to survive by proving my usefulness as a guide throughout the unexplored halls of the buildings. I'd helped in the planning for the original construction of Turban before it was abandoned, you see. After the outcasts had established full control, I was allowed to stay, but they began to call me the Cursed One. A homeless prophet who wandered the streets claimed that I would bring destruction to this place, and well, here we are, I suppose. Argo falls silent, staring at the floor. He sheathes his canteen and rooms turn silent once again. Yeah, there's the fleet advance. There's a palpable feeling of unease in the room, but every attempt to break the tension goes nowhere. Through the silence, you can hear distant thuds and feel the violent shaking as the bombardment of the city above continues without relent. At this rate, nothing will be left. Hours pass, and you're certain a fleet is making progress in your location. Several times, footsteps can be heard outside the room, but no one ever enters. Argo begins to hum a tune, some old rock folk song, but he's interrupted by an announcement over an old radio in the corner of the room. Attention all who remain, return to the surface at once and surrender yourself. Those who have taken refuge in the sewers or ravines will be quickly snuffed out. You remotely check your ship's radar and see a concerningly large new blip appear. Seems as theocracy has deployed a cruiser vessel of some kind. We'll protect. Seems despite silence that the room has anonymously decided to stand together. The theocracy search parties draw near, the door to the room is violently torn from its unstable hinges. You soon find yourself face on the floor with a gun to your head. Barely any sort of fight is put up as theocracy outnumbers your group by almost 10 soldiers. You're drawn not to survey, you find the city is now little more than rubble. The theocracy team transporting the group splits you and your crew off from the others, handing you over to the coalition troops by the side. During the transfer, Argo breaks free from his restraints and takes down one of the crusaders. In a panic, your crew escape, make it back to your ship, while survivors draw arms in battle against the Theocracy ground troops. You trust them to hold their own this time, but they won't stand a chance unless you can take down the cruiser. Not like you have a choice, because it's already locked onto your vessel and is approaching fast. Wow, rude. To battle we shall go. Mind control! Good thing we have the value point. Although that does mean everybody's going to try and go in here, but we have dwarves for that, so... Hurrah, huzzah, and all good things. Okay. Oh, you're in the wrong mode. Well, you can stay that way, I guess. What level mind control are we looking at? That's level 1, isn't it? Or is the Zoltan 75 HP? We'll send in the NG. Yeah, I like them apples, eh? Fine. Picked the wrong door to board me in anyway. We could try the crew kill, but it's gonna take this guy like 3 weeks to suffocate. Or at least close to 3 weeks. There's no way we can keep him off of repairing the O2 for that long. Okay, that was unnecessarily loud. Thanks for that. Ah, the store thing is gone though. How unfortunate. Beam's already gone, so we don't need to worry. Not even a scratch. Hey, the store thing's back. I wonder if the thing will be refreshed. I hope not, but... yeah, we'll see. Collision crews have been defeated. A little reason to worry about the wreckage hitting anything. Turban's already at the worst. Dynash missiles. Well, I don't use missiles. Seems the well, I mean, we only have 2 weapon slots. Maybe there's a room for... I don't know. Even if some survive, most of the ships have jumped away. Invisibly, the survivors managed to scrap through the firefight. Among them is Argo, carrying a bloodied staff typically carried by priests such as he used to be. I'm in no way qualified to speak in such manners, but I think it goes without saying. People of Turban, thank you. Yakas never expected the Federation to aid us in such a way. Assuming it has survived the bombardment, you should find a rock cruiser on the landing pad outside of the city. It belongs to me, but I want you to have it, so I'm gonna stay here and help repair the city. Turban will stand once again, I am certain of it. Ooh, it's still here. Yeah, it means we're basically booting you again, aren't we? Cool. 2 of these are gonna wreck some stuff. If I can get these going as well, well, probably won't be getting these going as well. That would be a little bit too much. What is this thing? Powerful prototype missile weapon and original construction for use only within the Inquisition. It's a missile. It's not that amazing of a missile. It does fuck up our room pretty darn well. But in the end of the line, it's still a missile, and if I have 2 combat drones running, shield piercing is not going to be that important to us. So, it's going to get sold. Alright, anything else we need? Probably not. Okay, that is going to do it for this episode, though. Thanks for watching Upstream the series. See you guys all next episode. Have fun.